So, our female's going to be asked to do different types of behaviors. She's ready. You can see her there. She knows it's time. And she's yawning. Are you bored? What's going on, Sushi? That's Sushi. She's 14 years old. Our keeper will be asking her to do different behaviors, and for each correct behavior, she will be getting what's called positive reinforcement. And that's a treat. That's a treat for doing the correct behavior, for doing what the keeper's asking her to do. For a feline, what do y'all think that treat would be? Fish, yeah. Sushi right now is eating 22 pounds of fish per day. And so this is actually also her morning feeding. So she's going to be getting 10 pounds of fish right now, 12 during our afternoon session. So that's a lot of fish, but hey, she loves to eat. They're actually now working on bringing down her diet now that the weather is starting to warm up a little bit more. She's starting to they're going to start bringing down that diet, getting her ready for the summer weather, for that spring and summer weather. Now, before our keeper comes out here, I do want to mention to you quickly about the seafood watch guide that we have here at the Paso Zoo. This is actually not put together by us here at the zoo. It's put together by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. And if you're not familiar with the Monterey Bay Aquarium, it's a great facility out in California. They do a lot for oceans and for everything that lives in the oceans. And so what we're asking you all to do is pick up a copy of this or visit seafoodwatch.org. And I'm directing you to the website because we have right now English guides. We're waiting for the new English guide to arrive. So all we have left are Spanish. But with the Spanish guide, you can pretty much make the smartest choices when you're buying seafood, either at the grocery store or at seafood restaurants. So please make sure after this program we have Ruby, our volunteer, over here on the side. She'll be handing these out. If you want to have just something that leads you to that website, take one as well, and it has the website listed on there. But you guys ready to get started? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Let's all make a lot of noise for this gentleman here. Let's all welcome our keeper, Robert. Good morning. How are you? Alright, so what do we have here, Robert? We have, that one is mackerel, some delicious mackerel here for sushi. We have some herring as well. And then finally, chicken. Yummy. All looks good, all smells good. So you guys ready? Alrighty, everyone, let's make a lot of noise for the one, the only Sushi the sea lion. Come on, everybody! She was teaching us. There she is. She snuck up on Robert there. Can we all say hi to Susie? Now, she's 14 years old and she has a lot of enthusiasm. She has a lot of fun out here during her training session. Throughout this training session, you will hear Robert blowing a whistle. The whistle is called a bridge, and he blows that whistle every time he wants to let Sushi know she's done the correct behavior, and she's going to be getting her positive reinforcement. Look at her presenting her tail. Presenting her tail to Robert there. And Robert examines the length of her body. He looks for any cuts, scrapes, bruises, anything that could be cause for concern. Checks out those long front flippers. Also feeling her body temperature. They're also checking her movement level, because if she weren't moving correctly, if she weren't moving the way she's usually moving, that might be a good indicator to our keeper staff that, hey, something's going on with Sushi. Maybe she's in pain. So they are looking at a lot of different factors throughout this training session. So cute. Now, Sushi does enjoy a 92,000-gallon saltwater pool here at the Paso Zoo. We do match the conditions you would find in the Pacific Ocean where California sea lions come from. So it's been about 50 degrees. It's extremely comfortable for Sushi. And look at her coming out of the water. Look at her running after Robert. She's pretty fast on land. And how is Sushi able to run? She's able to run because she has long back flippers. She's a sea lion, not a seal. Sea lions have those long back flippers. They can walk or run on all fours, as you saw her doing now. A seal can't do that. The seal has shorter back flippers, so they just drag their back flippers along. And she's doing an amazing job out here. Let's give her a big round of applause. on a second. Looks like something's going on here. What's going on, Robert? She has a question. What question does she have? Sushi wants to know what they recycle. Raise your hands if you all recycle. Alright, I'm thinking about 75% of hands up in the air. So that means that not everybody recycles. And maybe the reason you don't recycle is you don't know how. So Sushi has become an excellent teacher. She's about to show you all how to recycle, how to take care of this earth. Here in the state of Paso, we can have our Drop It in the Blue program, where we ask all of you to drop your recyclables in the blue bin and let the city take care of the rest. And here Robert is helping us out with this lesson. She's going to drop it in the blue. Alright, she's doing an amazing job. Here's Robert again, not recycling. Everybody boo Robert for not recycling. What's up with that? Now Sushi has to clean up her playground and see if she can drop it in the blue. Can everybody say drop it in the blue, Sushi? Drop it in the blue, Sushi. Let's see if she wants to do some recycling here. Yeah, let's all cheer her on. Come on, Sushi. You can drop it in the blue bin. There she is. She's kind of giving Robert that look like, why did you dirty my playground here? Let's see if she wants to drop it in the pool. There she goes. Alright. She did an amazing job with that recycling. She really cares about the earth, and that's what we all should be doing, folks. Taking care of our natural habitats, taking care of our oceans, our deserts, our forests. Here in the state of Paso, we live in the Chihuahuan Desert, and we really need to do our part for what scientists consider to be one of the most biologically diverse deserts in the world, the Chihuahuan Desert. But let's have another question. What's going on now, Robert? Oh, you got my name wrong there. I was always confusing him with the sea lion, so now he got me back for that. We have a question for everybody. Now that you all saw her recycle, she wants to know what there is going to recycle. Raise your hands up if you're going to recycle. All right, great job. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sushi, and thank you, Robert. Let's give us a big round of applause. Now, Sushi has made a lot of progress during this training session, and you can see a lot of that progress here right now in front of you. You see her really responding to Robert, really doing well with her training. This is the target pole. This is something that our keepers bring out to keep her in a position that they really need to do a thorough examination. They're also able to stretch her out. You can see some of her whisker movements. Do some whisker movements there, and the whisker movement is something that sea lions and seals use to navigate in the water. So even if the water is flat, they'll be able to feel around in there. Look at that stretching there. Getting a good workout. Getting that extra cardio in. And throughout this training session, Sushi's also using her mind. So it's not only about stimulating the body, also about stimulating the mind. As she's out of the water right now, also look at her external ear flaps. Another difference between a sea lion and a seal. A sea lion has those external ear flaps, and most seals don't have them. They just have holes in the place of the ear. There you saw Robert tucking underneath her mouth. That is the beginning stages of an opening of the mouth behavior. And the opening of the mouth behavior allows our teachers to look at her teeth, her throat, and if they need to give her oral medication, they'll be able to do the same with that opening of the mouth behavior. Here's Robert examining those external ear flaps. Really get the thorough look at her face. If they were to need to give her medication here, maybe give some medication in her eyes. And just, we want to make her comfortable with the touch, coming from keeper staff and coming from vet staff. Now, our keepers also bring out a lot of different types of enrichment toys for our sea lions, really giving them that extra workout, making it fun for them to play around here in the water. And this is Sushi's frisbee. Look at how she likes to return that frisbee to Robert. This is really working out her mind. Anytime she holds something in her mouth, she's also working out those jaw muscles, so giving her that overall body workout. Where she has to exercise her eyes, because she has to scan the water for the frisbee. She retrieves it, she's going to bring it back, and once again, look at that delivery. Now this is a fun way of working out for Sushi. This is a fun way for our teachers to make sure that she's staying in shape. Really looking at all her movements here. And she's having her breakfast in a fun way, and look at her. She always looks like she has a smile on her face, and she's very determined. She never gives up, and you all got to see an example of that determination during our recycling, or drop it in the blues up there. This is her, another one of the toys, this is her soccer ball. And she's become a really good soccer player. You can see how Robert brings out the toy, lets her sniff it a bit. And now she's going to go ahead and head back into the water again, having to exercise her eyes when she scans the water. And she's going to go ahead and return that soccer ball right back to Robert. They play a little bit more soccer here. Susie wants to come out of the water, maybe. And look at how good she is at playing soccer here. All right. Look at how she's swallowing that fish whole. Examining those long front flippers again. These lions have long front and back flippers. She's also covered in hair or fur because she is a mammal, just like we are. We have hair on our head. The hair covers their entire body. Here's the target pole one more time. And now Robert's motioning for Sushi to head out into the water. And this is where you can see how strong sea lions are. Look at Sushi. She weighs over 200 pounds. And she's able to hold her body up here in the water, doing these different movements. Look at all the muscles at work there. Doing some twists and turns that you see her doing there. Imagine them in the wild, having to escape some predators, and also having to catch some of their food. They do movements, just like what you see Sushi doing here. There's another twist and turn there. And she never loses focus on Robert, so you'll see how she's always watching to see what's the next behavior that he's going to ask her to do here. Really good at catching some of the fish from far away. So let's get time for the big moment. The target fly up in the air. Let's see if Susie wants to touch it. And that was a big splash. Did you all like seeing that jump? Yeah. Did you want to see it again? Yeah. What do you think? No? Right, I don't know. I don't know if we can convince her. It might depend on all of you. I'm going to ask you one more time, and you all are going to have to be a little bit louder with that response. There's plenty of you out here to be loud enough, so did you all want to see Sushi jump again? Yeah! No, what do you think? What do you think, Sushi? What's up, Sushi? It took her a while there. She was kind of thinking about it a bit there, but let's all help her a bit more. Everybody, let's go. Sushi, 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 Sushi. Sushi, sushi, sushi. Another great job from Sushi the sea lion. She's doing a great job out here. Ready to say bye? Tell me how to say bye to Sushi. All right, let's conclude our sea lion training for today. Robert will be coming out here in a few minutes to answer any questions. We do need a huge favor from everybody, though, before you all walk away. If you have any trash, and that includes recyclables, we ask that you please not leave it in here. We do have trash cans and recycle bins right outside our auditorium. Please help us keep the El Paso Zoo looking clean. So on behalf of the El Paso Zoo, have a great day. Thank you.